Hello again, guys. So how's it going? So today we're going to be talking about yet another prophetic beast of a blockchain, which is called Sui. And also in a minute, I'm going to go ahead and share a prophetic dream with you. But first, before we do that, I must let you all know that I'm not a financial advisor at all. Okay, so first, let's try to figure out, what exactly is Sui? Now, what you all need to know is the idea behind Sui was to be able to send payments as fast and as cheap as possible, virtually gas-free. You see, their intention was to accomplish instant payments. And as for the blockchain itself, the Sui blockchain is a layer 1 blockchain. And the ones who created it were actually these developers that was behind the Libra token that was launched a couple of years ago. I don't know how many of you guys remembered this project that was called Libra. And I think Facebook was behind it. And the SEC had came down on them and blocked them from continuing that project. Well, it's the same exact developers that came together, and they're the ones who are now behind this Sui project. They decided that they're going to make it actually much better than the Libra project. And that's exactly what they did. Because this project is several-fold superior than that of the Libra project that they were all working on. Now, Sui also uses smart contracts via the Sui Move programming. And they had just recently done some tests, I believe, in this month here of July. And they came out with a TPS of actually over 6 million. Guys, that is 6 million transactions per second, which means that Sui is currently, not in the future, Sui is currently able to process over 6 million transactions per second. Now that is astounding. That is what we want, guys. You see, as it regards to real world usage. And that's occurring right now with Sui. What does that tell you? Well, that tells me immediately that based off of its current price, that Sui right now is incredibly undervalued. Yes, guys, it most certainly is. For a coin that currently, that is right now, has real world usage. Because I don't know how many guys have seen that video that he came out with the other day, where they were showing a demo of purchasing an item, which was actually a bottle drink. I believe that this was in Japan. They were purchasing some type of bottle drink or juice with USDC running on the Sui network. And that transaction, if you guys are paying attention, it appeared almost seamless. That was very, very fast, guys. So that shows me that they have real world usage right now. And that's all as a result of the efficiency and the speed of this blockchain. As a matter of fact, the developer for Sui actually exclaimed that both Solana and Ethereum are inefficient in comparison to Sui. And I'd have to agree with him. He's definitely onto something. Because even though these other blockchains exist, these other blockchains that are actually very fast as well, such as Avalanche and XCN and all of these other blockchains, the thing is they're a little bit older, and Sui is a little bit newer. It's a little bit more innovative than these other blockchains, and it's built differently, which will give it the edge against its competitors, such as Avalanche and Solana, etc. So now, guys, let's go ahead and quickly jump into this prophetic dream that the sister here had posted.
I dreamed this on February 19th, 2026. I saw Lauren Atkinson from YouTube on a Zoom saying Bitcoin was in the 25K range. And she said one crypto is going to shoot up. And she had bought in. She said she would give us a clue. It was $7.11 right now. So I went and looked. It was SUI. Then I woke up.
So again, I find this dream to be very, very interesting. First off, she mentions that in the dream, Sister Lauren, I'm pretty sure that many of you guys are already aware of Sister Lauren, she'd mentioned that Bitcoin was at 25K. Here again, guys, we're seeing that 20,000 range for Bitcoin again. We know that it's coming. So Lauren had mentioned that Bitcoin was at 25K. And while it was there, one coin will take off. And that coin was Sui. Now, how did she know it was Sui? Now, let me go over this part so you guys can understand it clearly. She said that within this dream, Lauren, via a Zoom call, stated that Bitcoin was at $25,000 and a particular coin had taken off. And then she said that she was going to go ahead and give a clue as to which coin it was. And she said in the dream that the coin at the current time, also again in the dream, was $7.11. And so the person who had the dream went ahead and looked it up again in the dream, and then she discovered that it was actually Sui. So she discovered that it was Sui. She went and did the research and looked it up in the dream and found out that it was Sui in the dream. And then afterwards, she woke up. So that's why I said that it was very interesting, because all of this happened in the dream. She went and looked it up, and she was also given the exact number, which was $7.11, also in the dream. Now, within this dream, Lauren had mentioned that one coin will take off. Well, in reality, actually, several other coins will also take off. But this was just in the context of Sui, for this sister, the one who had received the dream, that she, was supposed to know. This was a specific message that was for her to know in regards to Sui. But in reality, there's actually going to be several coins that are going to react to Bitcoin crashing that low. Just so you guys know. Now, she also mentions that in the dream, Lauren mentions that she went all in, and the price went to $7.11. Now, the price of Sui is currently at, I think it was $76. So even if you were to get in right now, it would still be at a steal. Now, the question is, do I believe that Sui will go up that high? And I say most definitely, yes. I can definitely see Sui pumping all the way up to $7.11. Why? I'm going to share with you guys in a second why I believe that Sui will pump up to $7 and even much, much higher than that. If you guys go over to CoinMarketCap, you'll see that the all-time low for Sui, which I believe was just recently, was around 36 cents. And during this crash that's coming, I believe that it's a possibility. I'm not going to say will. There's a possibility that a very slight chance that Sui could return to its all-time low, down at 36 cents. I say that there's a possibility that it could. So that could be a buy price for Sui, back at its all-time low around 36 cents. But in likewise as well, equally, there's a possibility that it may not even get that low again. Because why? It has already crashed over 80% down, and put together with the amount that it has in its total supply, which is around 10 billion tokens. Now, the amount of coins that it has in its total supply is one of the reasons why I believe that it's currently still very much undervalued. And that's regardless of the fact that only half of it's circulating. There's around half of that 10 billion that is yet to be unlocked. And I'm saying this even regardless of that. The price that Sui is currently at 76 cents, it makes Sui incredibly undervalued. And that's why I believe that it will go up to $7 easily. You see, put that together with its current real world usage, its real world utility that it currently has. This coin is just incredibly undervalued, guys. And anyone who gets in at these prices, whether it's 76 cents or 36 cents, anywhere around this range, beneath $1, I'd say would get in on Sui at a steal. And I also have to add that I most definitely understand the dynamic of why it will pump when Bitcoin will dump down to those numbers, even as I've already tried to explain to you guys in regards to other coins. The same thing applies here. It will pump because it's already at all-time lows. At these prices that it's currently at, is basically at all-time lows. It's at the all-time lows or even near the all-time lows. And because it's already at the bottom and Bitcoin has so much more room to crash, the liquidity is going to be shifting into several other coins. And it's going to also shift into coins that has utility, especially a coin like this that currently has real world usage, that is currently being used in Japan, as you guys have seen, to purchase items right now, not something coming in the future. Regardless of the fact that it was a demo, that's irrelevant. It is functional right now. It has real world functionality right now. That is another key reason why it is incredibly undervalued at 76 cents. So I believe that this prophecy is true and it will most definitely come to pass. Now, for any of you guys who would want to get it, you can go ahead and get it. It's basically on all the major exchanges. It's on Coinbase, it's on Binance, it's on Kraken, it's on HTX, it's on Gate, it's on Bitmart. Yes, guys, it's basically on all the major exchanges. So you'll be able to find it there. So guys, there you have it. In my opinion, Sui is yet another prophetic blockchain beast that currently has real world usage. It is being used right now. It's one that's basically the nearest to achieving mainstream usage, real world mainstream adoption and usage. So that alone makes it incredibly undervalued. I hope you guys understand. So if I were you, I'd be thinking about adding Sui to my bag. Because even as her sister Lauren had mentioned in this dream to this other sister, she said that she went all in. I believe that's what she said. And then it pumped in reaction to Bitcoin's crash. And that's also going to occur with several other coins out there. Now, guys, that is it for this video. I hope that you're all enlightened as it relates to this very prophetic coin, Sui, and that you'll take the information and do with it what you will. Position yourself, decide whether or not you want to invest in this coin. I know that it's not going to be possible at all for all of us to invest in all of these prophetic blue chip coins and cryptocurrencies. So it will be entirely up to you to decide whether or not you're going to be a part of this project. But if you're not, that's totally fine. There are several others out there, as I've mentioned before. Just go to the ones that you feel led to, that you believe that Yah is leading you to invest in. Now that's it for this video. You guys, please take very good care of yourselves. Peace, shalom. Until next time.